Can we have a huge round of applause, please, for day one of Future Vista 2024?
We invite you to take the right step ahead, choose the right career for yourself, and lead the future.
This will help the young minds choose the right career path for themselves and also industries to build new, enthusiastic entrepreneurs and passionate workforce, paving the way for pioneering innovations and futuristic ideas.
That the future is really exciting, it's very fearful. With the advent of artificial intelligence, which is coming in a very, very fast way, there'll be a lot of meltdown and there'll be a lot of revamping of what you have learned. I'm really scared to say that many things which you'll be learning in this college in the next 3 or 4 years, half of it will not be useful. And we don't know which half. So you better start familiarizing yourself with artificial intelligence. Because a lot of work, for instance, when we are doing animation, most of the work can be done with artificial intelligence. And one more thing I want to say, that there is no jobs. You know, this book which is there in the library which says Job Crisis in India. Job crisis will happen worldwide. It's not only India. So the whole thing is going to change. And therefore we should, and you see, AI, we have a big advantage for two reasons. One is that the cost of production of products and services will come down because of the AI, because you will need less manpower and your products and services will be more efficient. It will be produced efficiently also. So therefore, the chances are, like we have seen that the cost of films has come down drastically when you use AI to make films. Same thing will happen in many other areas of production and services.
The first question to you, Abhishek, who told me yesterday that he's in family business and third generation family business, if I'm not too wrong. And then of course his CV says he's done wonderful things with Amravati Tea and Gainwell, that is, I'm assuming tea and travel and all that. So my first question to you, Abhishek, is this family business thing, is it by choice or is it by force, family pressures? What made you do family business and not something else on your own as a startup or as an entrepreneur? What was the pressure or the challenge?
See, I feel it takes years to build any organization. I mean, it is not something that, when I was out of college and I was quite determined that I want to do something different, I started my career working with corporate company called ITC. I worked with them for about 2 years. I was quite charged about doing something else. But then I realized that something that has already been 2 generations of hard work put in, a brand that was created, people knew us. I said, why should I let something go waste at the cost of creating something new? And that was one of the reasons why I decided to venture into it, take it forward and build something out of it rather than completely start something new. So that was one of the main reasons. In our family, we've been free to do what we like, whenever we like. It was a conscious choice I made because I don't think I can create another company like this in my lifetime.
Abhishek, I know INT is big and it has your leadership, but based on that statement, why did you make such a statement and what would you like to tell them about it? And I'll add something to it later on when you just give us your initial thoughts about INT and why you want younger people to work and to study maybe side by side or study later at that juncture when they pass class 12.
No, I'm not saying don't study. I think, but you can't study, you have 24 hours in a day. You can't study 24 hours. You can't even study 12 hours a day. So, I mean, you can study possibly 2-3 hours, the theoretical study, what you are taught in colleges, universities. And then the rest of the time you can use to, work, because that experience that you gain at work is invaluable. I think you get work ethics. You understand how the world works, how the dynamics of a workplace is. You also gain valuable exposure of how things work, right? And it, I think, sets your character in long term. So studies definitely is important, and I think we all have to be lifelong learners, right? I mean, I'm sure many of us, including Sidharth, Abhishek, we all are still reading books, still trying to grasp knowledge, understand new concepts, right? So this is not like, you study and then you get to work. I think by the time they were in class 12, I think this was good enough time for them to start working as well. That was my whole thought.
Can you tell us a little about your journey from one to another, and why you made those changes from, books I remember is a constant, but then CREDAI is reality business, isn't it?
So I think it's life, like Pradeep Pankaj said, is a journey of entrepreneurship, and you never know what comes your way. So it's like a bowler bowling it, and you just have to take your best shot, and at times you play a test match, at times you play a one day, and now one T20. So it's, you can never predict what life will throw at you. So you have to be ready for whatever life throws at you and give it your best shot. That's what I have done in my life. Why bookstores? Because Oscar Wilde once said, who wants to be a cynic who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. So I think books really add value to our life, and that's something that's really I'm passionate about. And I've been passionate about for more than 20 years. There was a point mid-time in your career where I realized I'm too ambitious enough, and bookstores can't fuel the passion of entrepreneurship that I have or the ambition that I have. And it can't be a source of being my biggest career move or something, that I give my whole heart and soul. So I moved that passion into passion, and moved to other businesses which have helped me grow as a person and as an entrepreneur. And the CREDAI, it's just being there was a leadership opportunity. The seniors felt I could do a reasonable job. How good or bad I've done, that time will tell. But it's just midway into the journey. I've just started it, and I'm doing it. And let's see what comes out of it.
Basically, our company has been doing custom defense equipment. So, for us, we work in research and development. We do a lot of new projects all the time. We've taken on challenges from doing sea-going vessels to armored vehicles to we worked in various metals, we work with aluminium, we work with various kind of different genres in the defense industry. Now, for us, it's always been a challenge, and for me, it's always been something that we've not done before is something that we need to do now. So that's one kind of a motto I have every year, that we have to take up something that adds to our skill set, and that's something that adds to our capability. Like 2 years back, we got certified for doing specialized defense trailers. So there is something that we keep adding because there is so much scope within the industry that I keep looking at some kind of value add in terms of skills, in terms of a new product line that we do every year.
I think good leadership is about building good leaders. I think as long as you're able to crack that, and that is why you'll see in startups, those founders who are able to build much better leaders than themselves have actually succeeded. So I think it's about building good leadership. Niyat sahi to niti sahi, niti sahi to nirnay sahi, nirnay sahi to natija sahi. So I think it's all about your intent and your ethics. As long as they are in the right place, results will be in the right place. It's just a matter of time.
So I think the next interesting business cannot be built the way the previous ones were built. As I think Sidharth also mentioned, the world is changing so fast, and I think you conquered on that. So I think we need to bring new ways to build new types of companies. And Pradeep ji just towards the end of his speech was saying about, you need to have a network of companies. So, or network of organizations will work together. So very similarly, we are working on a similar theory. So we have started doing, IndusNet is now what we have done is a core organization which does certain things very well and which provides those, I would say, instruments and platforms to build new businesses. And besides that, we are trying to create a network of companies with entrepreneurs. This means a lot of ownership with the other person. Think of it like joint venture with subject matter specialists, so that you can rapidly build out businesses and you do what you are best at. And so think of it like a solar system, a sun and satellites. I think that would work great. And I'm pretty sure that there are lots of amazing entrepreneurs I will get to work with. It keeps me energized. Plus, there will be people who are 100 times better than me. And this means that some of these new ventures that we are launching will become much, much better than, or much bigger than what I'm running right now. So that's the whole theory of how can you build a ecosystem of organizations.